Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Enjoyed the video, please subscribe and like and please. This is more Aston Villa transfer news. We're going to talk about two players in today's video. One is what, of course, been going on all transfer window now since it opened that we are linked with, and one is what has just broke this morning, what we could go in for. We'll talk about the one who we were linked with all transfer windows so far, and that is Nicolas Jackson. Of course, it went a bit quiet the last 2-3 weeks with him, but then of course it has broke out that Aston Villa open talks with Chelsea for Nicolas Jackson, but as it opening, asking price is too expensive. Unai Emery has pushed for the move. The pair have also worked together at Villarreal. Jackson high wages also are heard. I think this will be a really good signing for Aston Villa if we get it over a line, or if we actually accept the deal. I think he's a quick striker. Talks are that Watkins could leave, but I can't see him leaving this transfer window. But I think Jackson, he's quick, he can score a couple of goals when you need him to. But he's a fast striker, and when, you could even play him on the wing if we need him some games, because he's that fast. He will run behind strikers. But I think Chelsea are asking for about 60 to 80 mil for Jackson. What in my eyes would be too expensive for that kind of player. Defo 80 mil, I think if it's like 50, 60, I think you have to accept that. Because it ain't going to be lower, but 80 mil is just no, too expensive. There has been different kind of course, like people saying he's 80 mil, 60 mil, but we have confirmed that Chelsea are asking for about 75 mil. Well, I wouldn't pay for that kind of player, but it would be a really good signing if we did get him in. I can still see us signing about 2 more players, maybe 3. But yeah, we will have to wait and see. And another one, what has broke out this morning, is actually James Garner from Everton, the English midfielder. I think he used to play for Manchester United. I do think we need another midfielder, even though we have signed 2 midfielders this transfer window. But I do think we need 1 or 2 more midfielders, and we need squad depth. Of course, it's good to have these kind of players, but we do need squad depth for the cups and for all that. But I think James Garner is a very good player. I think, of course, it did say this morning, but this was out actually about an hour ago. This one, what I'm going to read, it say, Everton fans demand 100 mil for midfielder superstar as Aston Villa get interested. 100 mil for James Garner is ridiculous now. Of course, I don't think it will be a really good signing. I think he's a very good midfielder. I think he scored quite a lot of goals for Everton. I think he scored a couple. I know that last season, of course, he played for Manchester United. We will get his stats up on that. So, of course, he only scored, I think, 3-4 goals last season. What ain't good, but he assisted about 12, 13. So, a really good midfielder. He can really get assists for the team, making 115 appearances last season for Everton. But I think there's been a couple of teams linked with him, but the main one he wants to go to if he does leave is Aston Villa. I think that will be a really good signing, top signing. But let me know your thoughts, guys. This was just a quick video on talking about Nicolas Jackson and James Garner. There ain't been any more transfers, to be fair, since we've signed Garnacho, but it has only been 1 day since we signed him. There ain't been really any more since then. I still think we need another winger. I still think, like I said, 1 or 2 midfielders. That's what 3 altogether, I reckon. And I think we need a centre back if Esri Concert does leave, and of course the left back. So I think we still need 4 or 5 players still. So yeah, but good didn't they ain't left us yet, so when that is announced I'll quite talk about that. But yeah, that was talking about Nicolas Jackson and James Garner in this video. Let me know your thoughts, Villa fans. Would you take any of them? Because I would. But yeah, I'll see you on the next video.